And we are happy to welcome in Bo Overton, the head women's basketball coach at OCU. The national champion Stars, you're on a bus returning from Missoula, Montana. I don't know if you know this. That's a 21-hour trip, according to MapQuest.
Hey, I like the mandolin, though. I like the mandolin action.
It's an impressive instrument. Where are you right now?
We just stopped at lunch in Colby, Kansas. Just stopped to get some lunch.
Oh, that's a long way away, but it's close on that trip, relatively speaking.
Man. We're making some time. We drove all day yesterday to get to Denver, stayed all night, and now we got up this morning and should be home this evening, I think around 8 p.m. or something like that.
Coach Overton, Dusty Dvoracek here. Pleasure to have you on today. Congratulations on a national championship, man. That's awesome. Had to be a fun ride.
No, it was. We had a really good team. Just kind of, started early in the season. We played Texas A&M and OU in exhibition games and just felt like, with our players and our athletes that we had a chance to compete. And, next thing you knew, we were 34-2 and bringing home a trophy.
All right, this is your second year at OCU, and you guys, lost 11 games last year? This year only 2. So how were you able to get that turned around so quickly? Well,
I think, Mark, we always had the best player on the floor in Daniela Wallen. She's NAIA Player of the Year this year, and we just had to feel around her. I thought we got some Oklahoma girls from some JUCOs with some size, and then we got a girl from Shattuck, Oklahoma named Daniela Galindo, who led the country in three-point shooting, free throw shooting, and averaged about 18 a game for us. So I felt like that with those pieces, adding those pieces with Daniela, that we could play with anybody, and we did.
What, 9th national championship for the school? That's got to be a lot of tradition there at OCU.
There is, Dusty, and I'll tell you, one of the things that I thought our players did, we walk around every day with around 50 or 60 banners in our gym, and we talked all year about, we need one of those to be ours. And that was kind of the last 2 days of really what we were looking at was, there's a flag over there in that box, and we want to put it on our bus and go home with it. And they did it. That flag's on our bus.
You mentioned the NAI. I mean, you mentioned playing out of in the exhibition season against Sherry and then Gary Blair. But what's the NAI competition like around here? Does it get you ready for the national tournament?
Really does, Mark. Our league is good. We're in the SAC conference. We play Wayland Baptist, John Brown University. The Oklahoma teams are good. Good coaches. MACU right there close to us, Southwest Christian. Where Coach Bliss coaches the guys. So, that gets us ready. And then I really felt like our preseason schedule was tough. We played some ranked teams early. I think the number 3 team, one was 18 and 16. So our schedule was good early. I thought we were prepared. We stayed away from injuries. That was good. Just kind of one of those deals where everything fell together, and we were playing our best at the end. And I think that's, every tournament you got to be doing that, and I thought we did.
What do you do now, Coach? Do you take some time off, enjoy some of the NCAA tournament, and sit back, relax, and know that you've already won your championship, or is it back to the grind and get back after it with all the things you got to do?
I will tell you, if Daniela Wallen was coming back, I would do exactly what you were saying right there. I'd probably go relax a little bit. But when you lose 25 points a game and a good point guard, man, we got to go fill that in. So my assistant Megan Patel is on the road right now at the JUCO tournament, and as soon as we get back tonight, then I'll probably head somewhere tomorrow. So we got some work to do, but we got some good players coming back too. We got our sizes coming back, good guards. So we just kind of fill in some pieces, and we should be back there again next year.
When are you going to shoot your next TV commercial? You're all over the place with the Chickasaw Nation. That's very impressive stuff.
Well, they told me that thing's going to be good for about 4 or 5 years. So maybe when that thing comes up in 4 or 5 years, we'll think of another one. But they do a good job with those, don't they?
Yeah, they do an excellent job. I was going to ask Bo how he compares himself to Jeremy Shockey and where he would rate himself on the hierarchy of ADA athletes.
Now, wouldn't the SS Vaughn have to be in there too, though?
The SS Vaughn is way ahead of me and Jeremy. I can assure you, way up there on the pole.
Your bio says you were a McDonald's All-American. I didn't know that they had McDonald's All-Americans then. That's not a shot, by the way. I just didn't.
No. Well, the bigger honor, I think, was the Wendy's All-American, because the Wendy's we played a game that year. We went to New Mexico or something. So, no, yeah, man, I had all the burgers covered.
Bo's a 4-year starter and a heck of a player for both Dave Bliss and Billy Tubbs.
And he's a national champion. And I'll say this to you, Coach. I have, in a good way, I've crossed paths with a lot of Aidens and some great athletes, some great people. And the thing that I always kind of notice, because kind of my circle of friends are from Ada.
Yeah.
Good people, man. So I have no doubt, even though Mark says bad things about you off the air, I'm sure you're a heck of a guy.
Well, listen, Mark will know this. I've got buddies that have been texting me all, these last 2 days. That trophy is going with me to Folgers in Ada next week for lunch. So if anybody's around next week, we'll that trophy and me and all the boys in Ada will be at Folgers. So get ready.
Oh man, I would like a burger from there.
You need to come visit.
That'll be good. We may have to take a field trip and do the show on the road that day. All right, Bo. Hey, babe, be safe. You'll be home sometime on Sunday. We'll see you then.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks, guys.
All right, Bo Overton, national champion, head coach of the OCU women.